Alright lads, so yesterday we did get the brand new release of Bloodchain's ICHIGO. Still absolutely crazy we can even say that, but the character is available in game right now, and finally, even though to be fair it's just been over 24 hours since his release, we can take him into guild quests. And in this case, we have the Ranged Human Guild Quest. So right now, what we are going to see is a lot of people just use ICHIGO. If you are someone that doesn't have the brand new ICHIGO, you are still perfectly fine and capable using 10th Anniversary ICHIGO. The thing is with both of these characters is that they're both going to be really good. This new ICHIGO should just be a little bit better. I would say the main difference, depending on the team that you are using, is ICHIGO can apply weakening, Bloodchain's version. So if, for example, you are using normal attack damage characters like Minia and also Tanjiro, who they themselves are normal attack damage characters that can deal damage in this respective guild quest phase, well then you're allowing them to deal more damage. And that's especially noteworthy with Minia, who we're probably going to use in this video. For the first couple runs though, I do want to try out multiple team comps and also different Transcendence investments. So right now, for example, my ICHIGO is special move level 1. And with that, we are going with the traditional support team, right? Aaroniero is going to be our universal support with the team boost SA3, the debuff SA2. The 30% strong attack damage after defeating 30 enemies, and then also 20% more damage to enemies inflicted by a status element. Meanwhile, Nanao is going to follow something very similar, in this case through the aura effect, getting 30% additional spiritual pressure, and then also once more 30% more damage to enemies inflicted with a status element. If I find out that maybe for some reason I'm not clearing fast enough, maybe then in exchange for, I'm really not sure which one I would want to switch out, but for example, instead of Aaroniero, I could put on Minia, who she herself can deal damage. And therefore, by inflicting weakening with ICHIGO, Minina's then dealing 50% more damage. So in a way, just due to his status element, you kind of benefit by having additional teammates in the team that can actually deal damage. Not a team like this, for example, where Aaroniero and Osuna now are really just here for the support abilities, not really their damage output. But in terms of the build that we are using right now on ICHIGO, we are going with these 3 accessories. And similar to our showcase yesterday, these 3 links. Again, MVP con right now, best free-to-play link in the game. It's actually a shame if you don't own him, because I'm not sure when he is going to come back, but hopefully he does, because he's really worth it. So jumping into it, let's see how ICHIGO does perform against the first 5 waves. So starting off, let's use our strong attack 1. Let's use our strong attack 2. We are absolutely disintegrating. Let's use our 1. Not too bad. We're probably going to have to use the 1 again. Strong attack 1. Unfortunately, some leftover enemies. And that's something to keep in mind with ICHIGO. It's not entirely a bad thing, but his strong attack 1 is a 2,500, I believe, length beam or width beam in front of him. And there's a reason why. Originally, this was one of the best strong attack ones in the game, but there's a reason why we don't see it return all too often, because it isn't ideal for content like Guild Quest, where the enemies are kind of split apart in a circular area. I think Las Noches puts it best. So for example, the radius, right, as you'll see here, no matter what way you do it, there's always going to be some enemies that aren't going to be grouped in with this strong attack 1. It's a really good strong attack 1, but for Guild Quest, it does make it a little bit awkward, right? So no matter where you aim it, for example, maybe you go down here and try and aim it this way, there's always going to be 1 or 2 enemies outside the radius. So what you would need to do, for example, is stand around the middle, right here, right? And then when the wave starts, you kind of back up, hopefully with 1 flash step, and that should drag all the enemies close together. The strong attack 1 will be good in the extra waves. For the first 5 waves, though, where there are multiple enemies, it's going to be a little bit awkward, but it's just something you have to work around. As for his other strong attacks, though, of course, no matter where you use it, you're going to be taking out the enemies super easy. But going into the extra waves, let's see how much damage that we can deal here. So let's use our SA3. Don't think we got a status proc right away, but this is where the strong attack 1 is going to come in. Let's back up, use our strong attack 1 again, then use our strong attack 2. Just wait for the strong attacks to go off. Strong attack 3, EX comes back, strong attack 1. Might as well use my special move now. Of course, as expected with the weakened defense and the superior strong attack 2, we do absolutely delete the enemy here. And then now we just have to wait for the strong attack 3 to come back. So, first impressions, I don't think he's the best anniversary character. It shouldn't be that much of a surprise. I think his damage output is great. But compared to some of the other anniversary characters, it does feel a little bit lower compared to those other anniversary characters, right? I just don't think ICHIGO has too many damage multipliers, so with that, you kind of have to get lucky with the weakening procs, and when you do, you should be fine. Regardless though, for our first attempt at 1 out of 5, 38-second clear time, the main goal is to try and get 50 seconds. If we can get 50 seconds, that's what you expect with a 11th anniversary unit. At least that's what all the other characters were able to get, especially with their teams. I think he's more comparable to Aaroniero in a sense that you might need that normal attack damage character support. I know for me personally, Aaroniero, I wasn't able to get like an amazing score until I threw on a normal attack damage character. But let's go ahead, SA1 there. That's what ideally you want to do, right? Just drag them down. We do absolutely nuke here though. So it's not too bad, it's just a little bit awkward. We did take a hit, but it should be fine. Because strong attack 1 does take down another enemy. So again, the only bad thing about the character's kit right now, strong attack kit-wise, is the strong attack 1 for the context of Guild Quest. But honestly, in the long run, it's not too bad. You just have to flash them out the way. Let's use our EX now, though. So I feel like ICHIGO really does want to get the most out of this character. Oh, the damage is crazy, though. Unfortunately, we took a hit. I think he's similar to Yuhabak in the sense that we don't have any, like, crowd control besides the EX move, so that's something you need to keep in mind. But that could have easily been a 50-second run if we didn't take a hit there. So if we get our weakening to proc on the very first hit, we should be able to clear with 50 seconds remaining at 1 out of 5. We're getting a little bit faster there. I'm just taking hits though. But again, the idea with this character, especially like Yuha, the more dupes you have into the character in a way, the better. Because you get to kill fast enough where you don't really need to worry about the enemies attacking you. So jumping into it again, and let's see how this does go. So strong attack 3. Getting really easy stuff right there. Flash step down, strong attack 1. Going into Ririka, strong attack 2. Going into Tsukishima, strong attack 1. And again, I could do the SA1. It might be actually better, but I'm just going to stick to using the 3. So in this case, going into Chad. Let's use our 1 now. Use our 2. Use our EX since Orihime was close by. Strong attack 1. Gonna sit back. Strong attack 1. Let's use our 3. Unfortunately, we lost our spiritual pressure boost. So we do have to wait a bit. Let's use the EX again. Special move now. It does go into Kugo. Strong attack 3. Let's back up. Strong attack 1. Around 42 seconds. I need to get a perfect run where we don't lose our spiritual pressure boost. That is a new PP though. We are very easily getting 619. I think this team has potential to even get higher than that, close to 620. We'll try that once more. So let's make this our final run using a special move level 1 ICHIGO with 2 support characters. I think at 1 out of 5, you might be better off using ICHIGO with a normal attack damage character. Again, like Minia, right? That way you can take advantage of the weakening procs. But right now, it's honestly not too bad. It's more so just the extra wave. We're kind of suffering from success. I'm killing a little bit fast. We are doing a lot of damage against the extra waves, but I'm inflicting stat ailments too fast, so when my spiritual pressure boost wears off, the weakening is still procced onto the enemy, and I can't reapply my stat ailment until seconds later. So hopefully this does go a little bit better on the extra wave part, so let's use our strong attack 1, strong attack 2, into the 1 again. Fortunately for us, Orihime did spawn a little bit further away, so that's not too bad. Let's use our 3 there. See, this is what I mean. We got the status proc, but we kind of just wasted our strong attack 3. Let's use our 1 there. Probably just special move now. And then kill with 45. So that's not too bad. Now, something to keep in mind with this particular character, and also this guild quest, compared to other guild quest phases, the arranged human guild quest, given that they had access to 10th anniversary ICHIGO beforehand, does actually have a lot more HP compared to some of the other phases. Comparing it just real quick to Aizen's guild quest phase, the Melee Squad 01, ICHIGO's guild quest phase does have around 200 million more HP, so he is actually going against a tougher challenge. So that is something to keep in mind. So right now what we're going to do is improve the character's Transcendence, adding on the focus, and I guess in this case, instead of doing attack, which obviously is going to increase our damage output, let's go ahead and give him level 14 stamina just to overall get more score, because right now, again, stamina is a thing. It's only a temporary thing. Hopefully, again, in the future, I've been saying this like every week, and hopefully they do fix it, but right now you do want to kind of give your character stamina. Otherwise, you would go spiritual pressure, focus, then attack. So let's see how a special move level 3 ICHIGO does perform in Guild Quest. Shouldn't come too much as a surprise. I think my game lagged there. My ICHIGO is so broken, the game's lagging. But the first 5 waves are going to be the exact same. Like, no difference there. We're just going to kill, like, a millisecond faster. Again, I probably should save that strong attack 3, but I'm right now pretty comfortable just using it for wave 5. So going into Chad, let's go SA1 into the 2. Let's go down here, SA1. Kind of good spawn for us, we'll take it. I'm going to actually wait a second. Let me do it now. Then use our strong attack 3. There we go, that's what we kind of want to do. Not the best born. I feel like I could have done a little bit better there. I mean, I feel like that would have been a 50-second. 47 seconds at the very least. Didn't use my special move the best there. And I also should have positioned that strong attack too. You kind of want to do it near the bottom and aim it upwards. That way you can take out a wider area. Because I used it and the enemy spawned right behind us. So going into attempt 2, it's strong attack 3. Let's go here, go down, strong attack 1. Same old, strong attack 2. Let me actually do the strong attack 1 again. Can we do that? Strong attack 1. Maybe that's actually better. You know, we sacrificed like half a second on the extra wave or the first final wave. But now it means we get to use our strong attack 3 here. Strong attack 1. Use our EX here. Strong attack 2. Oh, I almost nuked. That's crazy. There we go. Now we're moving. Strong attack 1. Oh, imagine we were able to kill there. And we took a hit. There's no way Chad hit us. That was way better, though. That was way better. So you're seeing the potential. I think a team like this would work better if you do have a more duped out ICHIGO. We were able to pretty much get 50 seconds remaining. Somehow, again, because we took hits, we lost out on less score. Which is kind of crazy. Like, 3 hits of damage made that much of a difference. Like, every character hit just took 1 hit. 1 HP, and we somehow got less score. All right, so jumping into our next attempt, strong attack 3. I'm going to stick to using the strong attack 1 strat. I think I should have used my strong attack 1 there. But I guess we're just going to keep using the strong attack 1 3 times in a row. Not the optimal builds, but we'll take it. And then go here, strong attack 1. If anything, that's just the show. Like, the strong attack 1 being a beam isn't that much of an issue that people potentially made it out to be. Because honestly, right there, it was kind of fine. You just got to position yourself a little bit better. A strong attack 1. I guess it's a little bit annoying here, because it's kind of hard to hit multiple enemies. A strong attack 2. And then special move. 49, almost 50 seconds. In any other Guild Quest phase, that right there might have been like a 55, 54 second time remaining. Because again, the enemies have like 200 million more HP. For me right now, it's like an extra strong attack or 2. So again, I'm more focused on the clear time. 49 seconds remaining. I'm quite happy with that for the time being. Let's now go ahead and take out... I'm a bit undecided who I want to take out. Do I want to take out now, or do I want to take out Aaroniero? So my full process right now with this particular team is that through Aaroniero, I have the team boost strong attack 3. I have the 30%, 34% more damage to enemies inflicted by an element. And that also goes for Minia too, right? So Aaroniero being a universal support is also helping out Minia as well. If I was to have Nana on the team still, she probably is giving better buffs, but only to ICHIGO. So I think both will honestly work just fine. In this case, though, Minia, we are going with this particular build. And these 3 links. My Minia, though, keep in mind, only special with level 1, level 14 attack. So the benefit now is that we are going to pretty much see, like, the same thing. The game can't handle that strong attack 3. We should still deal similar enough damage. The only benefit now is that Minia's also going to be dealing damage with us. And that's going to potentially allow us to take advantage of the weakening, right? So in that case, for example, I actually did miss one of the enemies, and Minia was able to instantly just attack them. So that's not too bad. Not too bad. Going into it, let's use our strong attack 3. Didn't get a status proc there somehow. Let's use the vortex. Strong attack 1. I think I'm noticing the damage drop. Somehow we took a hit. We're back up to full stamina, though. It's not too bad. Aaroniero keeping us at full stamina. We'll take it. Let's use the EX. Special move. Completely missed my 1. Uh-oh. And then strong attack 3. So actually, I am noticing the damage difference, or the damage fall off, but by using Minia in the team. I think if you don't have like the best support characters, you might want to go with that. But right now, just first impressions, I am feeling that the support team is better than using Minia, which is kind of unfortunate. So jumping into it again, strong attack 3 takes out the first enemy. Shouldn't have used my 2 there. Strong attack 1. We're just going to have to do the strong attack 1 strat twice in a row now. 3 times in a row, actually. Which is going to hurt our clay time a little bit, but not too bad. At least Minia is, again, doing a lot of damage here. So hopefully Minia can come through in the extra ways and just do a lot of normal attack damage. Because we are sacrificing a lot of damage here for Minia in the team. Let's use our EX now, though. Strong attack 1. Strong attack 2. Fortunately, did actually hit Tsukishima. Let's back up. Strong attack 1. Special move EX. And we should kill around 47 seconds. So it's kind of the same. And I think we have better potential when we have 2 supports. But I feel like this team will just be more consistent. Again, right now with the stamina meta, though, we're probably just better going off with Minia because she has her stamina slot unlocked. Minia doesn't. So I think a team like this isn't going to be able to score higher if we only care about... I'm also, again, looking at the clear time. So in that case, I actually do want to go back for now for one final run. So with that, we'll make this our final attempt for the video and hopefully just get a better score. So strong attack 3 takes down those enemies. Strong attack 1. Strong attack 2, again, good for Rurika here, given that she is a technique enemy. Strong attack 1. And then once more, jump down. Strong attack 1 again. So not too bad. Now again, we need to lock in like we locked in against Shura in the extra waves. Here we go. Strong attack 3. Into the 2. Strong attack 1. Unfortunately, we missed. Not the best placement. That's where the SA1 does become a little bit of a hindrance. It's fine, though. We're going to wait. Strong attack 2. Oh, okay, hold on. And then strong attack 1. So we got the 51 seconds. That's what we were going for. I think we got lucky on the placements there. So personally, I'll take the 51 seconds. And hopefully no one got hit. Unfortunately, our characters got hit. But we got a little bit better score. So we'll take it. So with that said, lads, that's the video for today. Just trying out the brand new Blood Chains ICHIGO. As expected, he is going to be a really good character in Guild Quest and capable of getting a pretty good score, even when this Guild Quest phase has more HP compared to the past Guild Quest phase that we have had. At least from my first testing right now, I do find it better being used with 2 supports as opposed to using a normal attack damage character, which is quite surprising. I thought Minia would be really good here, especially given the fact that, you know, ICHIGO can inflict weakening that will help her damage output out. But personally, I did just find it better to, again, use those 2 support characters. 1 out of 5, special move level 1, or if you have the character duped out, he's still capable of getting some pretty good scores. Even though, again, this Guild Quest phase does have more HP when compared to some of the past Guild Quest phases we have had. Again, even the one happening later this week. While, of course, he is an 11th anniversary character, he does have a very good damage output. I think he does have a lower damage output compared to some of the other characters released in the last month. Not that much of an issue, given they are different attributes in different Guild Quest phases. But in particular, I think a bigger problem is that strong attack 1 and also the lack of crowd control, right? Like I mentioned multiple times, the strong attack 1 isn't that bad. You can make it work, especially in the first 5 waves where I thought it would be a bigger issue. In fact, it's more so the extra waves. Because since he's doing so much damage, a lot of times when you do use those strong attacks, especially the strong attack 1, you're either defeating an enemy and then going into the next wave. Where if the positions line up perfectly, then great. You can defeat one enemy and do a lot of damage to the next one. But if you are using that strong attack 1 to defeat an enemy, there's a lot of times that it will miss. So if it was given a more wider strong attack 1, that would have been a little bit better. Making it more reliable, killing an enemy and then going into the next wave and damaging them. But I would definitely say the EX move is a nice addition to this unit. I think he really needs it, given that he is lacking crowd control. The strong attacks that he does have come out very fast. They don't keep the enemy in place for all that long. So that's where the EX move does come in when you need it, when you maybe are waiting for your strong attacks to recover. Again, the strategy for us was pretty much to use our strong attacks as much as we can, and only when the enemy gets close to us and about to use an attack, will we use the EX move to keep them in place enough time for us to use our strong attacks again. So that definitely did help out. Although I'm very curious, I'm not going to do it for now, since the video's been on for long enough, but I'm curious to see what a double ICHIGO team would look like, because that doesn't sound too bad, right? Maybe it does, I don't know. It's rare for us to use 2 strong attack damage characters, but I might do it for a separate video. We'll see. So overall, not the perfect character for Guild Quest. He does have some small annoyances with him. Again, that strong attack 1, lack of crowd control. But you can still make him work and overall still get a pretty good score. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Take care and peace.